This broadcast will begin in 5 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 4 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 2 minutes. This broadcast will begin in 1 minute. This broadcast will begin in 30 seconds.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
1 second from half court. Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh!
Did he bring it in? He did!
It is
Caught!
This broadcast is a production of the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Fort Cherry School District campus and welcome into the Visit Greene County pregame show here on the WJPA Sports Network. This afternoon, the Fort Cherry Rangers host the California Trojans in a 2A Section 1 baseball battle for first place. Hi everyone, I'm Bob Gregg. Eric Bennett's our floor director here in the football press box with Grady Peterson beside us and actually about 20 feet below us here in left field along the foul lines handling our camera today. Jacob Knisner is producing in our downtown Washington studios. The hosts have just one senior on their roster, that first baseman Blake Sweeter. Landon Tronoski carries a team best .515 batting average. Colt Temple has 6 home runs and is driven in 22. Dylan Lewick, 6-0 with a 1.31 ERA on the hill for the Rangers this afternoon. On the other side, senior Caden Weston leads the California offense with a .481 average. Eli Carpenter is driven in 20 runs. On the mound, Weston Monticelli and Logan Hartley are each 4-0 on the year with ERAs around the 2 mark. Hartley getting the start today. Today's game on the WJPA Sports Network is brought to you in part by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. By Imperial Land Corporation, supporting the Fort Cherry Rangers. By Camera Bartolotta for Pennsylvania Senate. Find out more at cameraforsenate.com. By Visit Greene. Greene County has something for everyone. Log on visitgreene.org. By Bell Print and Stitch, digital print, embroidery, design, and fundraising. Bell Print and Stitch in Bentleyville and on Facebook. By Curtis Pharmacy in Washington, Claysville, Connellsville, Carmichaels, and online at curtispharmacy.com. By Washington Financial Bank for 125 years, proud to be the bank that gets you. By Mariscotti Insurance Agency and the Mariscotti Funeral Home in California, proud to support students and families throughout the area. By the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, celebrating our region's rich athletic tradition. And by CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. We'll look at other games on today's schedule, check the starting lineups, and we'll do a little rules segment when we come back on the Visit Greene County pregame show here on the WJPA Sports Network.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Imperial Land Corporation is proud to be developing real estate in Washington and Allegheny counties. Over 3,000 acres can accommodate any size development. The nearly 900-acre Fort Cherry Development District along PA 576 is prime commercial real estate minutes from the Pittsburgh Airport and I-79. Visit imperialland.com or call 412-424-0495 for development opportunities. Good luck to the Fort Cherry Rangers from Imperial Land Corporation.
The cost of living is crushing Pennsylvania families. Property taxes are too high, electric bills keep climbing, and it's hard to make ends meet and plan for the future. I'm Senator Camera Bartolotta. I'm working hard to lower taxes so you keep more of what you earn. I'm working to make Pennsylvania more business friendly, to attract investment and grow our economy. I'm committed to lowering your energy costs by protecting reliable, affordable power. On May 19th, I'm asking for your vote so I can keep fighting for a more affordable Pennsylvania. Paid for by Camera for Senate.
Last Monday night on our first baseball broadcast on the stretch drive here in the 2026 season, Trinity was hosting South Fayette. During the game, Trinity, their starting pitcher was listed as pitcher/DH, and the Hillers wanted, after a base hit, wanted to put a courtesy runner into the game. Went to home plate umpire Brett Schimmel, and Schimmel pulled out his lineup card, looked at it, and said, "No, you can't do that because he's the DH." The Hillers asked to check with the base umpire. That was Dennis Sowers. He concurred with the home plate umpire Schimmel. They weren't allowed to do it. I texted an umpire friend of mine, asked, and was told that, he believed that they were allowed to do that. And I said such, though I was not positive about it, but I thought that because he is the pitcher, he was entitled to a DH. Following the game, I found out I was dead wrong, and I want to say thanks to Ron Ross, but for getting me that section. Somehow, several years ago, the player/DH section of the rule book was changed so that if you have a pitcher and a DH, that player is not entitled to a courtesy runner. When they're in the field, they are the pitcher, but when they are batting, they are the designated hitter, and therefore not entitled to a courtesy runner. My apologies to Brett Schimmel and Dennis Sowers for questioning and challenging their correct ruling last Monday, and appreciate their understanding. Had a chance to talk to both of them earlier this week. Take a look at the starting lineups when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small-town charm meets wide-open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreene.org.
Get your name out there with Bell Print and Stitch in Bentleyville. Whether it's your business, your school, your team, whatever group or organization, Bell Print and Stitch does digital printing, including banners and vehicle graphics. They'll put your logo on anything with embroidery, heat press vinyl, or screen printing, all at competitive prices. Need an online fundraising spirit store? Call 724-207-3408. Bell Print and Stitch on Main Street in Bentleyville. See more on Facebook.
Leave it to Class 2A baseball. We're going to start 7 minutes early here. First pitch to Weston Monticelli off the mark. Brings a 1-0 delivery in, fouled off at the home plate area. I've got a ball and a strike. The California lineup looks like this. Monticelli, the shortstop, leading off, followed by center fielder Caden Weston and pitcher Logan Hartley. Dylan Lewick winds and deals to Monticelli. Line shot right at the shortstop, easily handled by Ben Damasco for the first out. That'll bring up Caden Weston. The rest of the California batting order, catcher Eli Carpenter in the 4 spot, followed by third baseman Chase Szymanski and the second baseman Parker Gillen. Right fielder Ian Grodz bats 7th, followed by the first baseman Owen Rechichar and the designated hitter Landon Abercrombie. Left fielder Easton Daniels not in the batting order. First pitch from Lewick, in for a called strike to Weston. 1 out here in the top of the first. Weston, a team best 481 batting average for the Trojans. Line shot down the left field line, but just foul. Count goes to 0-2. Mentioned Dylan Lewick on the mound. Lewick 6-0 record with a 1.31 ERA. His 8th appearance has worked 32 innings, allowed 27 hits, and just 6 earned runs. Walked 9, struck out 27. Opponents hitting .216 against the Fort Cherry right-hander. Check the rest of the Fort Cherry defense momentarily. No balls and 2 strikes. Lewick winds and deals to Weston. Strike 3 called. Ran that one down the outside edge of the plate for the second out. First strikeout, obviously, for Lewick. Defensively, battery mate is Colton Temple behind the plate. Blake Sweeter at first, Nathan Wolf at second, Tyler Wolf at third, and Ben Damasco at short. Landon Trenovsky here below us in left field, Ryan Huey in center, and Blake Merkel is the right fielder. Left-handed hitting Logan Hartley takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on for the Trojans. Both teams are 8-0 in the league. California has won 6 of its last 8 overall and is 9-4. That pitch waist high but outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Trojans started the year 3-2. Their 4 losses, all run rule losses. Swinging a foul tip in the home plate area. 2 balls and a strike on Hartley. Lost to South Park 15-0 in 4, to Bell Vernon 10-0, to York 19-9 in 5, and to Ringgold 12-0 in 5. That was at the end of last week. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball high and away for ball 3 to Hartley. Lewick has walked 9 in 32 innings. 3-1 pitch up and away, ball 4. That'll put the pitcher aboard, and we'll bring up RBI leader Eli Carpenter to the plate, hitting .348 with 20 runs driven in. For Cherry, 13-0 overall. And obviously, having been eliminated in last year's WPIL playoffs, they have a 13-game win streak. Lewick turns and peers over the left shoulder. Comes set. Pitch to Carpenter. Backs him off the plate inside for ball 1. Line out to short, a strikeout looking. And the 5-pitch walk to Hartley brings us to Carpenter. Check of the runner, long look, pitch to the plate, fouled off. That one got home plate umpire Mike Wright, right in the mush. Wright handling the balls and strikes and plays at the plate. Bob Keebler out of the Chartiers Valley chapter working the bases. Wright out of the Southwest PA chapter. Count as a ball and a strike with 2 out. Hartley still on at first base. Lewick set at the belt, comes home. Ball popped up, home plate area, but going to drift back out of play behind the first base dugout. A ball and 2 strikes the count now. Pretty good breeze here. Windier here up on top of the hill than it is down below at the field level. A little better lead at first, on the move, line shot to center field, diving attempt, knocked the ball down. Did Huey, gets up, plays it back into the infield. Hartley gets only to third, and I'm a little surprised at that. When Huey laid out and tried to make the grab, Hartley was already running on the play, and with 2 outs, no need to stop. But he will pull into third, so the first hit of the game belongs to Eli Carpenter. Line drive single to left center. Runners at first and third with 2 out, and Chase Szymanski to bat now. Step off, look at the runner who was breaking, and now Lewick is just going to allow Carpenter to get back into first. The Rangers did not make the play. Carpenter had broken from first while Lewick was in the stretch. Comes set again, comes home, runner breaks, throw down to second, tag on the face. The ball got loose, so safe at second. The throw was in plenty of time, but shortstop Damasco didn't hold the throw. And so the stolen base, and on the play, staying put at third is Hartley. Didn't get the call of the pitch from Mike Wright. Pitch to the plate, swung on and missed. One of the disadvantages of being beyond third base. Ball and a strike now, the count. Thank you, Mike. Lewick to Szymanski, chases a pitch in the dirt, blocked nicely by catcher Temple, and now the count 1-2. First two batters retired, the next two batters reach base. And a little motion there getting things going, but now it's second and third. Need a 2-out something from Chase Szymanski. 1-2 curveball, misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hartley at third, Carpenter at second, off to their leads. Lewick to the belt, looks back at second, brings the 2-2. That's fouled up. Back up the stairs about halfway up to the tennis court level. Count holds at 2-2. Lewick looking for the out pitch here, trying to get out of this without any scoring. Has allowed just 6 earned runs now in nearly 33 innings of work, trying to keep it that way. Curveball swung on and missed. Szymanski down, waving at the breaking ball. A couple of strikeouts in the inning. A hit, a walk, and 2 left on for California. We played half an inning. California nothing. Fort Cherry coming to bat here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Jessica's a working mom and now takes care of her mom. Jess is a good daughter.
Mom needs to stay at home and be independent. Not always easy, but Curtis Pharmacy made it so easy and affordable for us.
The cost savings are real. Generics often priced below online pharmacies.
Compounding was the key. Now Mom and her fur baby rely on Curtis Pharmacy, and they do it in-house. Ever try to give a cat a pill?
Curtis Pharmacy does what other pharmacies wish they could. Cost saving, better RX, and compounding for people and pets. CurtisPharmacy.com.
You deserve a bank that lifts up your business, that shares your spirits and your taste for success. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on crafting solutions that are as one of a kind as your business is. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
The Mariscotti Insurance Agency and the Mariscotti Funeral Home in California are proud to support students and families throughout the area. The Mariscotti family provides honest service with a commitment to excellence to families and businesses in Washington, Greene, and Fayette counties. For nearly 50 years, the Mariscotti family has served the community, and they look forward to the next 50 years. The Mariscotti Insurance Agency on 3rd Street and the Mariscotti Funeral Home on 4th Street, supporting the Bearcats, Bulldogs, Falcons, and Trojans.
Take a look at the California defensive alignment. First of all, Logan Hartley on the hill. Eli Carpenter is catching. Owen Rechichar at first, Parker Gillen at second, Chase Szymanski at third, and Weston Monticelli is the shortstop. Outfield from left around to right, Easton Daniels, Caden Weston, and Ian Grods. On the mound, mentioned Hartley, 4-0 record, 1.88 earned run average. This is his 6th appearance. Has worked 26 innings over 5 appearances. Allowed 25 hits, 7 earned runs. Walked 11, struck out 33. Opponents hitting .240 on the season against Logan Hartley. Batting order for Fort Cherry starts with Landon Tronovsky, the left fielder. He'll be followed by catcher Colton Temple and the shortstop Ben Damasco. Center fielder DH Ryan Huey in the 4 spot, followed by first baseman Blake Sweeter and third baseman Tyler Wolf. Blake Merkel batting 7th and playing right, followed by the pitcher Dylan Lewick and second baseman Nathan Wolf. Tronovsky stands in to lead off the Fort Cherry first. The left-hander Hartley deals, lefty on lefty. Letter high fastball swung on and missed. Hartley's 0-1, took something off, left it high, evens the count at 1-1. Couple of tall, lanky lefties battling here. Hartley's 1-1 to the plate. Ball hit toward the shortstop. Monticelli gloves, throw to first, just in time to get Tronovsky busting it down the line. Ground out to short, though, to open the Fort Cherry first. That'll bring up the team leader in home runs and runs batted in. .457 batting average, not the best on the team. Catcher Colton Temple standing in. One out here in the bottom of the first. Hartley's first pitch to Temple. Hit on the ground past the first baseman's diving attempt. Rechichar couldn't cut it off. Temple will pull in at first with a one-out single. Sharp ground ball through that right side. That'll bring up Ben Damasco, Fort Cherry shortstop, right-handed hitter. Temple starts to cheat his lead out. Hartley pitched to the plate. Ball hit on the ground to short. Monticelli to second for one. The relay to first not in time. They get the lead runner Temple retired. And Damasco aboard on the fielder's choice. Quick, efficient work for Hartley. A couple of first pitch swinging situations. And now Jason Rechichar out of the California dugout to talk to home plate umpire Mike Wright. Like a good slide at second. I see an issue there. Center fielder, designated hitter, Ryan Huey. And that designation, should Huey have to come out of the ball game defensively, he'll still have his bat in the lineup. First pitch to Huey misses high for a ball, checking to whether Damasco might be on the move. Huey hitting .355, a couple of home runs, 10 runs batted in. Left-handed pitcher throws over to first. Back in easily was Damasco. Carmichaels and Avella in the 1A section. Avella currently in second place. Carmichaels looking to grab a playoff spot as well. Ball popped foul, coming our direction, but probably 70 feet shy of our position. Drops foul. Ball and a strike. Avella has clinched a 1A Section 1 playoff berth. Throw over to first, and again, Damasco back safely. Carmichael's currently tied for third with Jeff Morgan tied in the loss column. Jeff Morgan on their bye week this week. Avella has Carmichael's and then Wes Green. Ball hit well to right center field and gone. A two-run home run for Ryan Huey. Teed off to give the Rangers a 2-0 lead. A dozen RBI now for Ryan Huey. His defensive effort probably kept California from scoring in the top of the inning, and then a no-doubter to left center field, right into the teeth of the breeze that's blowing in from right. And Huey, with a 2-run shot, puts the Rangers up 2-0. That'll bring up Blake Sweeter, the only senior on the Fort Cherry roster. Sweeter stands in, Hartley deals. First pitch swinging, ball popped foul and out of play. Rangers stepping into the batter's box and just jumping after the first pitches. And several batters now, that's 3 of the first 5 that have swung at the first pitch. Pitch in for a called strike. And actually, Tronovsky make it 4 of the first 5. Tronovsky swung at the first pitch as well, and then grounded out on a 1-1 pitch. Pitch misses just off the edge. I've got a ball and 2 strikes. Sweeter, 500 batting average on the year. That pitch misses outside, about waist high, but off the edge of the plate. Hartley gets the sign. Left-hander deals to the plate, 1-2. Ball ripped inside the third base bag. Down the line, dies about 250 feet out. Digging for second is Sweeter with a stand-up 2-out double. 3 hits in the inning for Fort Cherry, 2 runs across. And that ground ball getting inside the bag, past the diving attempt of Szymanski. And easily into second, Sweeter with the double. Tyler Wolf has driven in 11 runs on the season. First pitch swinging, ground ball into the hole at short, fielded by Monticelli. His throw from the hole in time to retire the side, but the Rangers score 2 runs on 3 hits, leave a runner aboard. We've played 1. It's Fort Cherry 2, California nothing on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
This is Coach Guy Montecalvo for the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, here to invite you to become a member of our chapter and help celebrate the stories of these outstanding athletes, coaches, and teams. For just $10, you'll have the opportunity to vote for respected athletes, coaches, and teams of yesteryear as we recognize these sports figures for their contributions to our rich athletic tradition. We're the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. Find us online or hit us up on Facebook and be a part of something exceptional.
My Dream Field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My Dream Field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My Dream Field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Home run allowed by Logan Hartley, that just the second he's given up on the season. It has Fort Cherry in front 2-0. Top of the second inning, second baseman Parker Gillen to lead off against Dylan Lewick. A couple of 2-out base runners for California at the top of the first. Now they trail 2-0. First pitch misses down and in to Gillen, ball 1. Other action in the section today. Burgettstown at Fraser. Burgettstown at Fraser. Ground ball foul wide of first. Burgettstown, Fraser, Best Center, Bentworth. Those both start at 4:30 today. Chartiers Houston is on a bye week of sorts. They're going to wait till Fraser and Burgettstown finish their 2-game series, and then Chartiers Houston and Fraser have a makeup game to play. That will be played on Wednesday. Pitch in the dirt. Evens the count at 2-2. Lewick deals. Ball pop foul. It's going to get straight back over the backstop here at Fort Cherry. Just to give you the lay of the land, up on top of the hill, immediately adjacent to the school, is the tennis courts. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 called. Gillen leaned back out of the way, and then the ball broke over the heart of the plate. Third strikeout of the game for Lewick. Ian Grod's the right fielder to bat now. So the tennis courts are at the end of the high school building, where you would go in for the gym and the auditorium, actually. First pitch to Grod's, tapped. Pitcher Lewick will glove it, run nearly the full way to first, underhand flip to first baseman Sweeter to get the second out. And that'll bring up first baseman Owen Retchichar. Next to the tennis courts and down, looks to be about a 10-foot drop in elevation, is the Fort Cherry softball field. You come down to the level that we are on, which is about 40 feet, maybe 50 feet below that of the school building and the parking lot. is Jim Gary Stadium with the new track. First time Fort Cherry's had a track in 20 years, and it's a beautiful thing. Retchichar takes a called strike. It's 0-2. First baseman hitting just 167. Lewick not fooling around, brings the heat, swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts in the game, 2 in each of the first 2 innings. We've played 1.5. Fort Cherry 2, California nothing on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Imperial Land Corporation is proud to be developing real estate in Washington and Allegheny counties. Over 3,000 acres can accommodate any size development. The nearly 900-acre Fort Cherry Development District along PA 576 is prime commercial real estate minutes from the Pittsburgh Airport and I-79. Visit imperialland.com or call 412-424-0495 for development opportunities. Good luck to the Fort Cherry Rangers from Imperial Land Corporation.
When Governors Wolf and Shapiro tried to impose a carbon tax that would have sent your electric bills through the roof and gutted our energy jobs, I fought back and we won. I'm Senator Camera Bartolotta. I'm proud to stand with our natural gas and coal industries and the hardworking men and women who keep our lights on. I'll keep fighting against Green New Deal schemes that threaten our jobs and our way of life. On May 19th, I'm asking for your vote so I can keep standing up for you. Paid for by Camera for Senate.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small town charm meets wide open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreene.org.
Bottom of the second inning, Fort Cherry looking to add to a 2-0 lead. Blake Merkel stands in to lead off. First pitch misses low for ball 1 from Logan Hartley. Just to finish our lay of the land, our Google Maps satellite view. Merkel takes a called strike at the waist, outside edge. The baseball field sits tucked down in below the football field, probably 20 feet elevation difference. Check swing, pitch in the dirt. And they are going to appeal, and base umpire says, Bob Keebler says no swing. I have 2 balls and a strike. Hartley, the left-hander, deals. Fastball misses high, ball 3 to Merkel, the 7-hitter in the lineup. Hitting .361 for the Rangers. Solid batting averages up and down this Fort Cherry lineup. 3-1 to Merkel's in the dirt. It's a 5-pitch walk to lead off the second. That'll bring up the pitcher Lewick. And the baseball field, its home plate area is back toward the tennis courts and back toward the school. So the football sideline and grandstand, that line, the same as the baseball field, left field foul line. Runner on the move, pitch is high, throw is high as well, and gets into center field. Stolen base for Merkel, trying to take advantage, and the throw not in time. Merkel, stolen base, E2, and he is at third with nobody out. First pitch to the plate was high for ball 1. Middle infielders did all they could to try to get to that errant throw, but too tall and out into center field. Good hustling play by Caden Weston to play it back quickly. Fastball misses high, ball 2 to Dylan Lewick. Opportunity to help himself here. California 9 wins on the year, but their 4 losses all by 10 or more. This fastball misses down and in for a ball 3. Hartley's fastball is a called strike. So a 3-1 count. Hartley works from the stretch, pitch to the plate, strike 2. Not a full schedule of action in baseball. A couple of teams on byes this week. Canon-McMillan has completed their 6A baseball schedule. Here's the 3-2. Lewick lunges and drives one in the air to left. Ball was caught. Runner tags, throw up the line, and the throw held onto by catcher Carpenter in the out at home. Good job by East and Daniels to set up under it. Didn't quite get the running start, and the throw came up the line, but Carpenter came and got it, lunged out, made the tag on Merkel, and from a runner at third and nobody out to still 2-0 and 2 outs with a 9-hitter Wolf coming up. Outstanding play on both ends, Daniels and Carpenter, to get the double play. Swing and a miss by Nathan Wolf. He's behind in the count, 0-1. 2 out here in the bottom of the second. Wolf hitting .389 on the season. A couple of home runs, 7 runs batted in. Fastball called, strike 2. Hartley trying to slam the door here. Swing and a miss, and he does just that. Big ups to Easton Daniels to start the 7-2 double play at the plate. We've played 2. Fort Cherry 2, California nothing on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Get your name out there with Bell Print and Stitch in Bentleyville. Whether it's your business, your school, your team, whatever group or organization, Bell Print and Stitch does digital printing, including banners and vehicle graphics. They'll put your logo on anything with embroidery, heat press vinyl, or screen printing, all at competitive prices. Need an online fundraising spirit store? Call 724-207-3408. Bell Print and Stitch on Main Street in Bentleyville. See more on Facebook.
Everybody needs some help these days. Take Jessica's mom.
High deductible. Mom forgets about her pills. I go crazy. But then I heard about Curtis Pharmacy.
See, Curtis Pharmacy cures the crazy. Save with Better RX and Packed by Meds. Ease Jess's quite worried mind.
Better RX has generics priced lower than online pharmacies.
And Packed by Meds has your meds packed in pouches, stamped with a date and time to be taken. No more pill boxes. Dare to compare at CurtisPharmacy.com.
You deserve a bank that drives your business. One that's with you for the long haul and knows how to keep your business rolling. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on delivering customized solutions, ones that are built for the unique journey your business is on. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
2-0 Fort Cherry leading. California 9-1-2 batters due up, starting with Landon Abercrombie, the designated hitter, .207 batting average. 4 straight retired by Lewick after the 2-out single by Eli Carpenter back in the first. Swing and a miss, waist-high fastball. Threw it by Abercrombie. Mentioned Canon-McMillan baseball done in section play. The Big Macs are heading to the playoffs. Swing letter high, and it's now 0-2 on Abercrombie. Peters Township and Trinity play the first of their 2 games in their section series tonight. The game at W&J's Ross Memorial Park. Fastball backs Abercrombie off, and it's called a strike. 5 strikeouts through the first 9 batters for Dylan Lewick. Back to the top of the order, and Weston Monticelli lined out to short his first time up. Opened the ball game with that. First pitch is in for a called strike. Peters Trinity play again tomorrow at Joe Mays Field at Peterswood Park. We'll have that game on the WJPA Sports Network tomorrow night. 0-1 hit in the air to center. Room for Ryan Huey. Looking right up into the sun, makes the grab. Center fielder handles the play for the second out. That brings up center fielder Caden Weston. Weston struck out looking his first time up this afternoon. In the 3A section, all 4 o'clock starts: Charleroi-Brownsville, McGuffey-Wash High, and Waynesburg-Keystone Oaks. Ground ball to third, backhanded knockdown by Wolf, throws across the diamond in time to Sweeter, and a quick and quiet third inning for California. We played 2.5. Fort Cherry 2, California nothing on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
The Mariscotti Insurance Agency and the Mariscotti Funeral Home in California are proud to support students and families throughout the area. The Mariscotti family provides honest service with a commitment to excellence to families and businesses in Washington, Greene, and Fayette counties. For nearly 50 years, the Mariscotti family has served the community, and they look forward to the next 50 years. The Mariscotti Insurance Agency on 3rd Street and the Mariscotti Funeral Home on 4th Street, supporting the Bearcats, Bulldogs, Falcons, and Trojans.
This is Coach Guy Montecalvo for the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, an organization that recognizes athletes, coaches, officials, teams, and contributors. Last year, we awarded $7,500 in scholarships to local high school athletes, plus $3,000 to our Courage Award and Edward Monaco Above and Beyond Award winners. We granted money to high school athletes starting their own nonprofit charities and partnered with the Pony League World Series. We encourage you to join us at our next meeting and be a part of something exceptional. The Wash Greene Hall of Fame. Find us online or hit us up on Facebook.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
We go to the bottom of the third. We go to the top of the Fort Cherry batting order. Tronovsky, Temple, and Damasco set to bat. Rest of the baseball schedule around the Washington Greene County area. I mentioned Charleroi-Brownsville, McGuffey, Washington, and Waynesburg-Keystone Oaks. McGuffey and Wash High play tomorrow night, also at EQT Park. We'll have that game on the WJPA Sports Network. Ground ball knocked down on a diving attempt. The play to first, Gillen's throw to Rechichar, not in time. Landon Tronovsky with an infield single. Leading off the third inning, Fort Cherry with the 2-0 lead. Second straight inning, the leadoff batter gets aboard. Now Hartley will work from the stretch again. Throw to first and has the runner picked off, but able to get back in. That throw kind of a little soft toss over to first by Hartley. If he throws his best, there is no way Tronovsky gets back in safely. But soft toss there. Throw to the plate. Pitches a called strike. Runner on the move. Slides in safely. Tronovsky steals second. Boy, what a change in one pitch from picked off to a stolen base, and now a runner at second. No balls and a strike at the plate on Colt Temple. Singled through the right side his first time up. Fouls a pitch straight back to the backstop screen. And now the count 0-2. Two softball games on the docket. Waynesburg is at Bentworth. And if my memory serves me correctly, Bentworth is going to miss the WPIL softball playoffs. Bentworth has clinched the section championship. Temple reaches down and fouls a pitch off here along the third base line and out of play. Carmichael's is at Avella. That's a boys-girls doubleheader at the Polar Star Field here this afternoon. Baseball team playing right now. End of 1.5. Carmichael's leading Avella there 1-0. Temple hits a ball near the fence in right center field. It's played back in quickly by Grods, but it's an RBI double for Temple, his second hit of the game, and 23rd run batted in this year. Tronovsky scores without a challenge. Five hits in the game for Fort Cherry through 11 batters. Ben Damasco comes to the plate. Hit into a forced play at short. Ball into left center field, gets down, played back in by the left fielder Daniels. Temple turning around third and comes in standing up. It's going to be an RBI single for Damasco, and he will take second on the throw to the plate. Single, double, single, and Fort Cherry has doubled the lead to 4-0. Nobody out and a runner at second base in Damasco, and that'll bring up Ryan Huey, homered his last time up. Pitch misses low for a ball. Bottom of the third inning. Fort Cherry scored 2 in the first, has already scored 2 here in the third. Huey chases a pitch that was low. Count even up at 1-1. No doubter shot over the fence in right center his first time up. Huey hits one in the air to center field. Weston has just enough room. He'll make the grab. Tagging, heading for third is Damasco. The throw there not in time. So a runner to third with 1 out. Productive out for Huey, though that is a time at bat. The sacrifice fly rule requires that you bring a run in with your fly ball to have the at bat waived. Blake Sweeter doubled right after the Huey home run. Swings at the first pitch, pops it foul, and that's going to get out of play out beyond first base. No balls and a strike. 1 out here in the Fort Cherry third inning. Pitch misses high to Sweeter. Average a little over 500 on the season. 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run. And it's a fair ball. It drops, and Grods will play it back into second. A second double in the game for Sweeter. An RBI as Damasco scores easily. And Fort Cherry's up to a 5-0 lead here in the third. Ball golfed by Sweeter down the right field line, and Grods did everything he could to get to it, but dropped in, and Sweeter hustling around the bag and into second. Bring up Tyler Wolf. Wolf takes a fastball high. Both teams are 8-0 in section play. Fort Cherry unbeaten overall. California 9-4 in an overall record. Winner takes over sole possession of first place in this section. Ball popped up first base side. Rechichar over near the fence, backpedaling through the coach's box area, makes the grab. The foul out retires Wolf for the second out, and that'll bring up Blake Merkel. 2 out here in the Fort Cherry third. And now head coach Bob Sawhill taking over in the coach's box at third. Fastball to Merkel, misses high and tight. A Fort Cherry win today would be the 299th in the career of Bob Sawhill. I believe the count, did you get 1-1 there? Guess where we are. Pitch to the plate from Hartley. Now 1-2. I think that's what Mike Wright just showed us. Pop up first base side again in the coach's box area, but just drifting enough out of play to allow Merkel to stay alive. Good job there by Rechichar. Went over, found the fence, but then wasn't able to coax that ball to drift back in. walked his first time up, batting here with a runner at second, and Sweeter, same situation as the first inning. Merkel hits a cue shot to first. Rechichar handles the roller, steps on the bag, and the out at first ends the inning. But not before Fort Cherry scores 3 runs on 4 hits, a runner left on. We've played 3. Fort Cherry 5, California nothing here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Imperial Land Corporation is proud to be developing real estate in Washington and Allegheny counties. Over 3,000 acres can accommodate any size development. The nearly 900-acre Fort Cherry Development District along PA 576 is prime commercial real estate minutes from the Pittsburgh Airport and I-79. Visit imperialland.com or call 412-424-0495 for development opportunities. Good luck to the Fort Cherry Rangers from Imperial Land Corporation.
Look ahead for these two. They'll play tomorrow, 4:30 start time at California. Then the Trojans have a non-section game on Thursday with Brownsville before their home-and-home series with Chartiers Houston next week, starting Monday at EQT Park. For Fort Cherry, after the 2-game set with California, at Avella on Thursday, and then 2-game set with Burgettstown next week, starting Monday here against the Blue Devils. Burgettstown fighting for their playoff lives in the section. Fort Cherry and California both at 8-0. Chartiers Houston is 5-4 and on a bye week this week. They will play their one makeup game with Fraser on Wednesday. Burgettstown is 3-5. Fraser is 2-5. So those two tied for the last playoff spot, and they play each other in a 2-game set. First pitch from Dylan Lewick to the plate to Logan Hartley, misses low for a ball. Hartley walked on 5 pitches his first time up, so 5 of the 6 pitches he's seen have been out of the zone. Comebacker, Lewick gloves, throws the first, easily retiring his pitching opponent. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. That'll bring up Eli Carpenter. So Chartiers Houston at 5-4, Burgettstown and Fraser both 5 losses on the season, so in a tie for that last playoff spot. Bentworth and Best Center are both still alive, but just barely. Bentworth at 2-8, Best Center at 1-7, but they need to win out and then get all kind of help. Bentworth's games with BC this week are the Bearcats' final games in section play. Pitch to the plate misses low to Eli Carpenter. Lewick winds and deals. Swing and a miss. Two balls and a strike to Eli Carpenter. Strike called outer half of the plate. Carpenter's single dying line drive to left center field, the only hit of the ball game for California. 2-2 high and tight. Fills the count at 3-2. Our stretch drive coverage tomorrow, 2 games, and those games will be online only. I'll run that down for you in a moment. 3-2 pitch, strike 3 looking. Strikeout number 6 for Dylan Lewick. Half of them have been just looking. Actually, 4 of the 6 have been just looking. That'll bring up Chase Szymanski. 2 out here in the 4th. 9 straight retired by Lewick in the Fort Cherry defense. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. 2 games online tomorrow, both audio and video. Tapper up the third base line, but goes foul. evens the count at 1-1. Of the 3A section game, Washington against McGuffey, 7 o'clock start at EQT Park, 7 o'clock start at Joe Mays Field in Peters Township as the Indians host Trinity. The losers of today's games in there will be basically in must-win situation tomorrow night because all 4 of those teams are in the lower half of their section standings. McGuffey and Washington both 3-5, a game out of the 4th playoff spot. Fastball misses high. Count even up at 2-2 on Chase Szymanski. And Trinity and Peters Township also 3-5, a game out of the last playoff berth. Swing and a miss, and Szymanski down on strikes for the second time. 3 straight innings. California retired in order. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Fort Cherry 5, California nothing on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
I'm Senator Camera Bartolotta, and I'm running for re-election to keep fighting for working families in the 46th District. I've worked to create family-sustaining jobs, hold government accountable, and stand strong with our first responders and law enforcement. I'll keep fighting to grow our economy, unleash Pennsylvania energy, and lower your taxes so you can keep more of your hard-earned money. I'm proudly pro-Second Amendment and pro-life, and with your support in the May 19th Republican primary, I'll continue delivering for you. Paid for by Camera for Senate.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small town charm meets wide open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreene.org.
Following the game, we'll recognize our player of the game, brought to you by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. Fort Cherry 2 in the first, 3 in the third, coming to the plate here in the 4th inning with a 5-0 lead. Looks like Avella and Carmichael's baseball are going to the third, and Carmichael's leading there 1-0. Avella 1 game better in the loss column than the Mikes. First pitch to Dylan Lewick. Misses outside for ball 1. Left-hander Hartley deals. Lewick jumps the 1-0 pitch, laces one into center. Layout attempt, and going to be ruled a trap by Caden Weston. And now I think the 2 umpires are going to get together. It looked like Keebler immediately, as soon as the ball got into Weston's glove, gave the safe signal. Home plate umpire Mike Wright going to talk it over. And they are going to rule a trap, a base hit to lead off the 4th for Dylan Lewick. And Jason Rechichar are going to come out and ask for help. Going to get a runner at first base for the pitcher. It's going to be Ethan Weinbrenner. The base hit will stand. Back-to-back innings with leadoff singles. Weinbrenner to his lead. Bunt shown. Back pick throw to first off the mark by catcher Carpenter. Rechichar came off to grab that, and that easily allowed the courtesy runner Weinbrenner to get back. Second baseman Nathan Wolf stands in, pickoff throw, and again that little lob toss almost from Hartley. Weinbrenner to his lead, Hartley to his pause, throw to first again. Of course, we do not have the disengagement rules in high school baseball that we have in college and the MLB rules. Pitch to the plate, bunt shown, and then pulled back. Didn't look like Nathan Wolf was totally committed to that. Takes a pitch for a called strike, even and up at 1-1. Runner at first and nobody out here in the fourth. Wolf is committed this time, pops the bunt up, and it's caught by catcher Carpenter. Foul out on the failed bunt attempt is the first out of the inning. And we go back to the top to Landon Tronovsky. Singled and scored in the third, 1 for 2 in the game this afternoon, .515 batting average. That's down a couple of points today with a 1 for 2 afternoon. You know, your season's been going pretty good offensively if you go 1 for 2 at the plate and your batting average goes down. Hartley with a throw to first, now comes to the plate. That pitch misses high to Tronovsky for ball 1. Leadoff single for Lewick, sinking line drive into center that Weston was ruled to have trapped. Ball fouled off in the home plate area. It's going to drift straight back, and that actually may get onto the running track up here. Beautiful, beautiful renovation here at Jim Gary Stadium with the AstroTurf surface. Runner breaks from first, pitch is high, throw down to second, not nearly in time. Weinbrenner steals second easily. 2 balls and a strike, I believe the count to Tronovsky. And good look there at the high pitch. Brought Carpenter up out of the chute, but not enough to help the jump that Weinbrenner had. Ball fouled off, out of play, and the count even up at 2-2. Hartley to the belt, the 2-2 to the plate, misses low and away, and Weinbrenner steals third. Took kind of a walking lead on Hartley, and the count runs full now. Three balls, 2 strikes, the pause, the pitch in the dirt, goes to the backstop, but Weinbrenner stays put. Short backstop here at Fort Cherry. The walk to Tronovsky puts runners at the corners for the moment. Second walk allowed by Logan Hartley. And now Colton Temple to the plate. Catcher Carpenter comes out in front and goes through a series of gyrations to call the play out to his fielders. With runners at the corners, pickoff throw to second or to first, and easily into second with the stolen bases. Tronovsky, first baseman Rechichar, decided not to throw anywhere but back to the mound. And that's what those gyrations were about, what we're going to do here. First pitch to Temple, misses low for a ball. California pitching to Colton Temple with first base open. Pitch in the dirt, handled there by Carpenter. 60-plus pitches through 3 1/3 innings for Logan Hartley. 2-0 to Temple. Takes that outside for ball 3. And you can hear the breeze picking up from time to time. 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch in the dirt, and this time Weinbrenner's going to challenge, going to come home, and he scores. A wild pitch scores Weinbrenner. Tronovsky took third, and Temple aboard with the walk. Back-to-back walks here in the fourth. It's 6-0 Fort Cherry, and we're going to get a trip to the mound now. And Jason Rechichar are going to call the entire infield around. Fort Cherry up 6-0. Rangers have a handful of big run outputs, 2 handfuls actually. Scored 11 at Southside to open the year, 15 against Best Center in each game, 16 in the second. 13 runs and 16 runs against Bentworth in that 2-game set. Then 8 and 10 in the 2 games with Fraser, 15 against 3A Keystone Oaks. Beat Bishop Canavan 7-5. Ed Chartiers Houston 3-2, but then put up a 12-4 victory the second time around, and then a run rule victory against Brentwood to come into this game. Now with runners at first and third again, a run in, and still only 1 out in the Fort Cherry 4th. Batter is Ben Damaskell, 1 for 2. Been on base twice, scored twice, pickoff throw to first, and a throw to the second baseman, the play to the plate, diving attempt, and safe. Up in front of the plate was Carpenter so as not to get called for obstruction, and stepping on the plate and scoring the run there was Tronovsky. Double steal. Temple to second. Score now is 7-0, 2 runs across in this inning for Fort Cherry. Hartley's pitch to the plate, misses high to Damaskell. Drove in his 17th run of the season back in that second inning. A hit and 2 walks in this frame, plus 4 stolen bases and a wild pitch. Rangers have played it twice. Throw to second, chases Temple back to the bag. Hartley's pitch to Damaskell in the dirt, blocked by the catcher way out in front of home plate, and Temple easily to third on the second wild pitch of the frame. Damaskell back in the box. Hartley's pitch also in the dirt. And Logan Hartley just lost control here in this inning. Set at the belt, comes home. Damaskell with a tapper up the third baseline foul. Three balls and a strike. Temple at third to his lead. Hartley's pitch. Damaskell rips one on the ground to short. Monticelli has only one play. That's to first. Second RBI of the game for Damaskell as he grounds out, scoring Temple. And third run across this frame. It's 8-0 Fort Cherry here in the bottom of the fourth, with Ryan Huey coming to the plate. 2 out, now nobody on. Huey, a 2-run home run in the first, got the party started. Takes the first pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Huey nearly prevented the only base hit so far for California in the top of the first. Just could not quite keep it in the glove. A layout play in left center field. And then turned around in the bottom of the first and drilled the 2-run home run. Takes a 1-0 for a ball, swings and misses the 2-0 delivery from Logan Hartley. Hartley now up to 70 pitches. Two balls, one strike, pitch to Huey. Strike called. Pitch seemed to run out of gas. It looked high to begin with, and then kind of just dropped in waist level, crossing the plate to get the called strike. 2-2 now. Hartley's pitch to Huey, low bridge, and called strike 3. Broke back over the plate apparently, and that will end the inning. Just the second strikeout of the game for Hartley. Fort Cherry adds 3 runs in the inning on just 1 hit, nobody left on. We've played 4. It's Fort Cherry 8, California nothing on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Get your name out there with Bell Print and Stitch in Bentleyville. Whether it's your business, your school, your team, whatever group or organization, Bell Print and Stitch does digital printing, including banners and vehicle graphics. They'll put your logo on anything with embroidery, heat press vinyl, or screen printing, all at competitive prices. Need an online fundraising spirit store? Call 724-207-3408. Bell Print and Stitch on Main Street in Bentleyville. See more on Facebook.
Jessica is a working mom and now takes care of her mom. Jess is a good daughter.
Mom needs to stay at home and be independent. Not always easy, but Curtis Pharmacy made it so easy and affordable for us.
The cost savings are real. Generics often priced below online pharmacies.
Compounding was the key. Now Mom and her fur baby rely on Curtis Pharmacy, and they do it in-house. Ever try to give a cat a pill?
Curtis Pharmacy does what other pharmacies wish they could. Cost saving, better RX, and compounding for people and pets. CurtisPharmacy.com.
Welcome back to the Fort Cherry School District campus. We go to the top of the 5th. Time running short for California. We play 7 innings by regulation. Obviously, we extend the game if we're tied after 7. The game can be shortened to 3 or 4 innings by a 15-run margin. Clearly, we're not at that point here, and that won't happen today. But the game can be shortened to 5 or 6 innings with a 10-run margin, and California down 8-0 at the moment, and just 1 base hit. Their last 10 batters in a row have been retired, so they're going to get back in this. Got to get after it here and try to get something going here in the 5th. Leading off is Parker Gillen, the second baseman, called out on strikes his first time up. Swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, coming down at his feet from the right-hander Dylan Lewick. A ball and a strike. Right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. Knee-high pitch. Good fastball there from Lewick. Gillen couldn't find the measure of it. Here's a 1-2. That misses just outside for a ball. 2-2 the count. Our broadcast vantage point, the Jim Gary Stadium football press box. We're looking out the back window, actually. Tapper foul heading for the Fort Cherry dugout. We're probably 200, my broadcast point, I'm probably 220 feet out the left field line. Grady Peterson, our camera operator, our manned camera, is about 40 feet beyond me. Ball tap foul. But good looks all around. Thanks to Eric Bennett, our floor director, Jacob Knisner, our producer in our downtown Washington studios. Gang will be together again tomorrow. We're going to be at EQT Park. We'll be directly behind home plate tomorrow as McGuffey hosts Washington with a 7 o'clock start. Ground ball to the shortstop. Damasco gloves throws and gets his man Gillen retired. It'll bring up Ian Grods, the right fielder. Grods 0 for 1 in the game. 1 out here in the California 5th inning. And the winner of this game takes over sole possession of first place in the section. Both have already clinched playoff berths. Grods takes a called strike. He grounded softly back to Lewick his first time up. Fastball misses high, a ball and a strike. Had a chance to exchange messages with football head coach Tanner Gary here at Fort Cherry. Looks like the wind has wreaked a little havoc on his goalposts. They are not level nor straight up and down. Gonna get some work done here before the season comes around. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the swing and a miss there by Grods. High heat from Dylan Lewick. Right-hander deals. Fouled off. That's coming our direction. Actually gonna run short. If Grady was in his planned camera position. That one might have got to him, might have rattled his cage a little bit. 2-2, strike three looking. Grod's down on strikes. 8 strikeouts I have unofficially in the game so far. 2 out here in the 5th. And that'll bring up first baseman Owen Rechachar. Yep, that is 8 strikeouts to this point. Rechachar was one of the previous strikeout victims. Takes a called strike to open the at-bat. 12 in a row set down. Rechachar leans back out of the way. That is wind blowing across our, what we call natural sound or crowd mic here in the biz. That is the wind. Fastball in for a called strike. And Rechachar in a 1-2 hole now with 2 out and nobody on. Eli Carpenter's sinking line drive into left center in the first, the last time California had a base runner. Fastball misses high, it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Lewick to the windup and the pitch. Rechachar beats it in the ground. 1 hopper back to Lewick, and the side is retired. 4th straight inning. California set down in order. We go to the 5th. Fort Cherry 8, California nothing on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
You deserve a bank that brings fresh ideas to your business. One that can see you're a cut above and knows you like you know your customers. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on preparing personalized solutions, ones that cater to the unique needs of your business. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
The Mariscotti Insurance Agency and the Mariscotti Funeral Home in California are proud to support students and families throughout the area. The Mariscotti family provides honest service with a commitment to excellence to families and businesses in Washington, Greene, and Fayette counties. For nearly 50 years, the Mariscotti family has served the community, and they look forward to the next 50 years. The Mariscotti Insurance Agency on 3rd Street and the Mariscotti Funeral Home on 4th Street, supporting the Bearcats, Bulldogs, Falcons, and Trojans.
Couple of changes defensively, at least a couple. Now pitching is Owen Rechachar. Logan Hartley has gone to first base. Trying to see if there's anything else different, and have not seen anything as of yet. So Hartley goes 4 innings on the hook for the loss should California not be able to pull square. To this point, charged with 8 runs and all are earned. Fort Cherry with 8 hits off the left-hander, who walked 3, struck out 2, and threw a couple of wild pitches. And the wild pitches coming in that 4th inning. Situation in the game is this: Fort Cherry in the 5, 6, 7 spots in their batting order with the 8-0 lead. Should Fort Cherry score twice in this inning, it would end the game. Update: after 3 at Polar Star Field in Avella, Carmichael's leading the host Eagles 1-0 there. Fort Cherry will lead off their only senior, Blake Sweeter, against Rechachar. First pitch is a ball. Trying to get you some pitching numbers on Owen Rechachar. Ball popped up behind first. And second baseman Parker Gillen calls off Hartley and makes the grab. The pop out, first time since the first inning that Fort Cherry's leadoff batter did not reach base. That'll bring up Tyler Wolf. Just a quick check of stat numbers from California. This is Retchichar's first mound appearance. First pitch to Wolf is high for a ball. Wolf swings and hits a pop-up. Second baseman Gillen went back into the grass and now comes back into the dirt, makes the catch. 2 straight pop-outs to second baseman Parker Gillen. First time in the game, Fort Cherry's first 2 batters retired, though in the second, they were through 2 batters and had nobody on and 2 outs. But that because of a fly ball double play that retired a runner trying to score from third. First pitch to Blake Merkel, who was that runner trying to score. First pitch in for a strike. Strike called. And Retchichar dealing through a couple of pop-up pitches and now has the 0-2 count. That one misses outside and actually goes to the backstop off the glove of catcher Carpenter. 2 out, nobody on, bottom of the 5th inning. Fort Cherry up 8-0. And right fielder Blake Merkel batting here. Merkel takes strike 3 looking, and the side is retired. Fort Cherry set down in order for the first time today. We've played 5. Fort Cherry 8, California nothing on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
This is Coach Guy Montecalvo for the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, here to invite you to become a member of our chapter and help celebrate the stories of these outstanding athletes, coaches, and teams. For just $10, you'll have the opportunity to vote for respected athletes, coaches, and teams of yesteryear as we recognize these sports figures for their contributions to our rich athletic tradition. We're the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. Find us online or hit us up on Facebook and be a part of something exceptional.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Go to the top of the 6th inning. It looks like Bob Sawhill with his scorecard out. Check where we are here, see if I see any changes. Lewick still pitching. That's the one that has tomorrow interest in it. Obviously, he's not going to be able to go, but has gone beyond the pitch limit that would enable him to throw tomorrow. Ryan Huey has now moved into left field. And it looks like he and Trinovsky have traded places. And California in the top of the 6th. We'll start 9-1-2. 13 straight batters retired. First pitch swinging, ball popped up in the home plate area. Catcher Temple gives chase, and boy, he has the ball in the glove and it rolls out. Oh, an extra out possibly. Not going to charge an error on that difficulty of making that running play as a catcher. Abercrombie back in the box, swings and misses, and he's now in an 0-2 hole. Abercrombie, the designated hitter, 0-for-1 in the game, struck out looking to open the 3rd inning, batting here in the 6th. Ground ball inside the third base bag. It's going to die about 200 feet out the line. Leadoff single for Landon Abercrombie on an 0-2 pitch. Second hit of the ball game for California. take us back to the top of the order. Weston Monticelli 0 for 2, line out and a fly out in his 2 at-bats. Good lead for Abercrombie at first. Pitch to the plate, misses low for a ball. Lewick at the belt, long pause there. Saw this in the first inning when he faced base runners. Ball popped up, and that was going to drift up onto the bank toward the softball field, out of play. One ball, one strike. Lewick comes quick to the plate this time and misses low for a ball. 2-1. Two-out walk and a single in the first. 13 straight set down. Leadoff single here in the 6th. Tapper foul. Evens the count at 2-2. Our counter has Dylan Lewick now at 75 pitches here into the 6th. But game goes regulation. He's in need of 6 outs and has 25 pitches in which to do that, to work the distance. 2-2 to the plate. Fastball misses high. Fortieri in front 8-0 on California. Rangers had 2 runs, 4 batters into the first. Ground ball up the middle, back-to-back hits to open the 6th inning. Just like that, the Trojans getting something going. Got to bring up Caden Weston, California's leading hitter. 481 average coming into the game, is 0 for 2 today. Two on, nobody out for the visitors. First pitch, swing and a miss. Letter high fastball. Weston took a good cut at it. Strikeout and a ground out in his 2 at-bats. Lewick gets the signal from Temple. Runners to their leads. 0-1. Hit into the air in left center field, and it's going to be Huey over from left to make the running grab for the first out. Ball well hit, but too much air on it. And Weston retired for the 3rd time in the game. That'll bring up Logan Hartley, the starting pitcher, now playing first. 0 for 1 plus a walk. Walked on 5 pitches in the first, and a comebacker to the circle to lead off the 4th inning, batting with 2 on and 1 out here in the top of the 6th. First pitch from Lewick. Misses outside. Back pick throw to first. Hit the runner on the head, and now trying to go to third. Lewick's going to throw into second. Runner caught in a rundown, and a sprinting play made by Tyler Wolf. The back pick to first hit the runner Monticelli on the helmet. The ball popped in the air right to pitcher Lewick. On the play, Abercrombie thought then when he saw that he could get to third, and a late break there. Good job by Lewick to force him to commit back to second. The throw there, and then on to Tyler Wolf for the tag out on the rundown. Like about 1-6-5 on the out, the second out of the inning. Pickoff throw to first, and Monticelli just gets back in. One ball, no strikes to Hartley. Lewick comes home. Fastball misses high, 2-0. Check of the runner. Pitch to the plate. Fouled off straight back. Two balls, one strike. Three-hitter Logan Hartley, 360 plus average on the year. Lewick's pitch off speed, beat on the ground. Shortstop will take it himself. Damasco gloves it, runs to the bag at second, beats Monticelli there, and the side retired. Back-to-back singles to lead, but the runner retired unforced on the bases and one left on. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Your score, Fort Cherry 8, California nothing on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Imperial Land Corporation is proud to be developing real estate in Washington and Allegheny counties. Over 3,000 acres can accommodate any size development. The nearly 900-acre Fort Cherry Development District along PA 576 is prime commercial real estate minutes from the Pittsburgh Airport and I-79. Visit imperialland.com or call 412-424-0495 for development opportunities. Good luck to the Fort Cherry Rangers from Imperial Land Corporation.
The cost of living is crushing Pennsylvania families. Property taxes are too high, electric bills keep climbing, and it's hard to make ends meet and plan for the future. I'm Senator Cameron Bartolotta. I'm working hard to lower taxes so you keep more of what you earn. I'm working to make Pennsylvania more business friendly, to attract investment and grow our economy. I'm committed to lowering your energy costs by protecting reliable, affordable power. On May 19th, I'm asking for your vote so I can keep fighting for a more affordable Pennsylvania. Paid for by Cameron for Senate.
Bottom of the sixth inning, bottom part of the Fort Cherry batting order, 8, 9, and 1 due up. Fort Cherry with 2 runs here in the sixth can end the game early. If shy of that, they'll need 3 outs defensively to hand California its first section loss of the year. Dylan Lewick comes to the plate. Owen Retchachar for California, working his second inning of relief, was clean in his first appearance, first inning. A couple of pop-outs and a strikeout looking. First pitch to his mound opponent, Dylan Lewick, misses high for ball 1. Carmichael's Adavella through 4 innings. The visitors, Carmichael's leading 1-0 there after 4. First, the 1-0 pitch, line drive over the glove, jumping attempt by third baseman Shemansky. Leadoff single for Lewick, his second hit of the ball game. And are we going to get a courtesy runner again? It was Ethan Weinbrenner the first time. And indeed it will be again. Batter is the second baseman Nathan Wolf, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a foul out. That foul out on a bunt attempt. Retchachar, off-speed pitch swung on and missed. No balls and a strike. Pirate baseball coming your way tonight, 6:15 airtime. Throw to first, not in time. Check that. Pirates at home. Runner on the move, throw down to second, eludes shortstop Monticelli. Gillen backing up. Stolen base for Weinbrenner. Ball and a strike. Retchachar at the belt, pitch to the plate, swing and a miss. And now 1-2. fouled off. Yeah, Pirates and Cards tonight at 6:15. Well, Pirate baseball all this week on WJPA AM. 1-2 to Wolf. Pops it foul. Again, back out of play. Running attempt by a youngster there without a glove. Just slipped through his hands. Rechichar at the belt. Checks the runner at second. Another 1-2. Wolf takes that in the dirt. And off the glove of Carpenter to the backstop. Wild pitch moves Weinbrenner to third base. A single by the batter Lewick gave way to the courtesy runner Weinbrenner, who stole second and now to third on a wild pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wolf foul tips it into the dirt. And that one may have gotten bare hand there of the catcher Carpenter. Another look at that, and just didn't get that replay early enough, but you see Carpenter shaking his hand there as if it got meat. It's tough with a pitch in the dirt to try to stay where you need to be and keep that hand protected. Trying to make sure that it doesn't go through you, and then it gets ticked by the bat, and who knows where it's going then. This pitch in the dirt, misses wide, fills the count at 3-2 on the 9-hitter Nathan Wolf. Weinbrenner at third, off to his lead in foul territory. Rechichar's pitch to Wolf, right back through the box. Backhanded by second baseman Gillen. This throw to first is not in time. RBI single for Wolf. And now the game-ending run is aboard at first. And back to the top of the order. Ground ball back through the box, and Rechichar tried to glove it. Nobody out here in the 6th. Runner on the move, pitch out, throw down to second. Not in time, stolen base for Wolf. I think with a 9-0 lead, why are you running? But the reason you're running, and coaches maybe early on in the mercy rule didn't understand this, but they certainly get it now. Fort Cherry's looking to end the game. And so the winning run at the game-ending run at second base. Pitch to the plate is in for a called strike. A ball and a strike now, the count to Landon Trinovsky. Eric 1-1. Trinovsky, a hit, a walk, and a ground out in his 3 plate appearances. Pops this one up, third base area, but going to drift about 8 feet, maybe 10 feet out of play. Szymanski gave chase to take a look. The count now 1-2. 1-2 pitch to the plate in the dirt, blocked by catcher Carpenter, and kept it close enough to keep Wolf from advancing. Fort Cherry, California tomorrow at California. Off-speed pitch misses outside. That'll fill the count to 3-2 to Trinovsky. Frazier at Burgettstown. Bentworth at Best Center in section play tomorrow. And California with a timeout. And Rechichar going to take the ball from his young pitcher. And looks like we're going to get Ian Grods into the ball game. Looks like Rechichar going to make his way out to right field. indeed Ian Grods comes on to pitch. Now I got to check myself here. And my apologies. Number snafu by yours truly. That has been Grods pitching. And now it's Rechachar coming on. Just my apologies. Grods had pitched, came on in the 5th. I had those two uniform numbers reversed, and I apologize. So Rechachar comes in with a run in, a runner on, and a 3-2 count on the leadoff batter, Tronovsky. If Rechachar gets an out here on the batter Tronovsky, he will get credit for that. If he gives up a base hit, he will be charged with that. If Tronovsky walks, charge that to Grods, who is now back in right field. Check of the runner, pitch to the plate, ball hit well to right. Grods giving chase over near the line. He'll make the grab and play it back in quickly, but Wolf easily able to get to third. So the game-ending run now at third base on the fly out to right, and Colton Temple going to come to the plate. Temple 2 for 2 plus a walk, a run driven in. Team best 23rd RBI of the year. Pitch to the plate. Temple takes a called strike. Rechachar's pitch to the plate. Misses high for a ball, 1-1. And again, my apologies, number mistake by yours truly. Logan Hartley was the starter, was replaced by Ian Grods. And then Owen Rechachar now on the mound. Ball fouled off by Temple, count 1-2. And for that clean 5th inning, and the first 2 batters and 5 pitches to the 3rd batter in this 6th inning. I was calling that it was Rechachar pitching. It indeed was Grods. And now Rechachar. 2-strike pitch. Temple down on strike, swinging. And now Ben Damasco to the plate. Game-ending run is 90 feet away for Fort Cherry, leading 9-0. Batting here in the home half of the 6th. Wolf to his lead. First pitch to Damasco. Strike called. Rechachar. Pitch to Damasco. Grounder to short. Monticelli's throw in time, and we will go regulation here this afternoon. But Fort Cherry scores a run on 2 hits, leaves a run at third. We go to the 7th here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Looking for your next getaway? Discover Greene County, Pennsylvania, where small-town charm meets wide-open adventure. Explore scenic parks and winding trails. Visit historic towns and tour our picturesque covered bridges. Enjoy family-friendly events, hands-on history, and peaceful countryside views. Whether you're planning a day trip or a weekend escape, Greene County has something for everyone. Start planning your visit today at visitgreen.org.
Get your name out there with Bell Print and Stitch in Bentleyville. Whether it's your business, your school, your team, whatever group or organization, Bell Print and Stitch does digital printing, including banners and vehicle graphics. They'll put your logo on anything with embroidery, heat press vinyl, or screen printing, all at competitive prices. Need an online fundraising spirit store? Call 724-207-3408. Bell Print and Stitch on Main Street in Bentleyville. See more on Facebook.
Everybody needs some help these days. Take Jessica's mom.
High deductible. Mom forgets about her pills. I go crazy. But then I heard about Curtis Pharmacy.
See, Curtis Pharmacy cures the crazy. Save with Better RX and Packed by Meds. Ease Jess's quite worried mind.
Better RX has generics priced lower than online pharmacies.
And Packed by Meds has your meds packed in pouches, stamped with a date and time to be taken. No more pill boxes. Dare to compare at curtispharmacy.com.
We go to the 7th. Dylan Lewick has 17 pitches to work with to try to get 3 outs. Of course, if he is under the 100 pitch plateau, he can finish the at bat. 4-5-6 due up. Eli Carpenter leads off the 7th inning. California needs 9 runs before giving up 3 outs, or the Rangers stay unbeaten and atop the section. 1-0 to the plate in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Lewick wants a new baseball and gets that. Top of the 7th inning. 2-0, beating the ground foul. And up the near sideline. Thanks to Tom Scarpone, the maintenance folks as well here at Fort Cherry. Also to our partner Jason Tennant. Off-speed pitch in for a called strike and count now 2-2 on Carpenter. Arms getting loose here on the near sideline as Lewick running out of pitches. Swing and a miss, gets the first out on 5 pitches. The strikeout, the 9th of the game for Dylan Lewick, who has only faced base runners in 2 innings here this afternoon. Batter now is Chase Szymanski, who struck out twice. Pitch counter says 88 at the moment. First pitch to Szymanski. Misses inside, ball 1. Following the game, we'll get you a recap. We'll name our player of the game as well. Ball fouled off straight back. Joey Carroll loosening for Fort Cherry. Hayden Legg as well, a righty and a lefty. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch to the plate, beating the ground. Shortstop on the charge. Glove throws it wild off the mark. May have been a base hit anyway. Damasco had to come and throw quickly. We're going to give Szymanski, ruled that a base hit. Just the 3rd hit of the game. Check that, 4th hit of the game for California. 1 out single. Going to bring up Parker Gillen. 0 for 2 in the game. 4 singles for California, all by different batters. Pitch pulled foul. No balls and a strike. No balls and a strike. Runner at first. 1 out here in the California 7th inning. Lewick trying to go the distance. Pitch change up, misses low for a ball. 1-1. Unofficially, that's pitch number 93. Lewick checks the runner at first. Szymanski. 1-1 to the plate. Misses outside, back pick, safe back at first. 2 balls and 1 strike to Gillen. One out here in the top of the 7th. Lewick set at the belt. 2-1 to the plate. Gillen takes called strike, evens the count at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Gillen swings, foul, tips it back into the glove and is down on strikes. Unofficially pitch number 96. And so Ian Grods will come to the plate. 10 strikeouts in the game for Lewick. Throw to first, not in time. Avella, batting in the home half of the 5th, has tied their game. The Eagles with Carmichael's at 1 apiece. Lewick's first pitch, ground ball up the middle, shortstop glove, steps on the bag. Damasco gets the final out in a complete game shutout for Fort Cherry's Dylan Lewick. Your final score, Fort Cherry 9, California nothing. Recap in our post-game show when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
You deserve a bank that lifts up your business, that shares your spirits and your taste for success. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on crafting solutions that are as one-of-a-kind as your business is. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
The Mariscotti Insurance Agency and the Mariscotti Funeral Home in California are proud to support students and families throughout the area. The Mariscotti family provides honest service with a commitment to excellence to families and businesses in Washington, Greene, and Fayette counties. For nearly 50 years, the Mariscotti family has served the community, and they look forward to the next 50 years. The Mariscotti Insurance Agency on 3rd Street and the Mariscotti Funeral Home on 4th Street, supporting the Bearcats, Bulldogs, Falcons, and Trojans.
This is Coach Guy Montecalvo for the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, an organization that recognizes athletes, coaches, officials, teams, and contributors. Last year, we awarded $7,500 in scholarships to local high school athletes, plus $3,000 to our Courage Award and Edward Monaco Above and Beyond Award winners. We granted money to high school athletes starting their own nonprofit charities and partnered with the Pony League World Series. We encourage you to join us at our next meeting and be a part of something exceptional. The Wash Greene Hall of Fame. Find us online or hit us up on Facebook.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Fort Cherry gets a shutout here at home this afternoon against California, hands the Trojans their first loss. Let's recap the ball game for you. California got a walk and a single after 2 outs, but did not score in the first. Fort Cherry, a 1-out single, a fielder's choice, left the Rangers with a runner at first and 2 out, and Ryan Huey blasted a line drive, no doubt 2-run home run to right center field. Rangers took a 2-0 lead. Stayed that way to the third. Leadoff single for Landon Tronovsky, RBI double from Colton Temple, RBI single for Ben Damasco, and the Rangers had 2 runs across the board, a fielder's choice and a fly out to center moved Damasco to third, and Blake Sweeter with an RBI double to make it 5-0 after 3. Bottom of the 4th inning, leadoff single for Lewick gave way to a courtesy runner. Weinbrenner stole second, stole third, and scored on a wild pitch. Tronovsky with a walk, a stolen base. That wild pitch moved him to third, and then a double steal after Colton Temple walked to score Tronovsky. Temple stole second on that play, went to third on a wild pitch, and grounded out on Damasco's ground out, or scored on Damasco's ground out to put the Rangers in front 8-0, and then scored the final run of the game in the bottom of the 6th. Leadoff single, a stolen base, a wild pitch, and Nathan Wolf's RBI single plated the final run. Here are your totals. Fort Cherry, 9 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 3 left on. California, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 4 left on base. Your winning pitcher, Dylan Lewick, 7 innings, did not allow a run, gave up 4 hits, all singles, walked 1, and struck out 10. The California starter, Logan Hartley, took the loss, his first of the year. 4 innings, allowed 8 of the 9 runs, all earned, gave up 8 hits, walked 3, and struck out 2. Time to name our Washington County College Center CCBC Player of the Game.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Outstanding, dominating at time performance on the mound, and Dylan Lewick, the winning pitcher, is our Washington County College Center CCBC Player of the Game. A 7-inning complete game shutout, 4 hits only, and each of those were singles. Went 13 batters consecutively after the first hit of the game, then gave up a leadoff single, went back-to-back leadoff singles in the 6th, and a 1-out single in the 7th. But Dylan Lewick, outstanding work on the mound this afternoon for Fort Cherry to take sole possession of first place in 2A Section 1. So Fort Cherry now at 9-0. California drops to 8-1. Chartiers Houston, no section games Monday or Tuesday due to play Fraser on Wednesday. Burgettstown is 3-5. Fraser at 2-5. The loser in that series, if somebody sweeps, the loser is in all kind of trouble, and already in all kind of trouble. Bentworth and Best Center, those two playing today at Bentworth. They both need to sweep. Bentworth has just those 2 games remaining. Best Center has this 2-game set with Bentworth this week and then against Fraser next week. But both of those teams in all kinds of trouble. Today's game on the WJPA Sports Network has been brought to you in part by CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. By the Washington Greene County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, celebrating our region's rich athletic tradition. By the Mariscotti Insurance Agency and Mariscotti Funeral Home in California, proud to support students and families throughout the area. By Washington Financial Bank for 125 years, proud to be the bank that gets you. By Curtis Pharmacy in Washington, Claysville, Connellsville, Carmichaels, and online at curtispharmacy.com. By Bell Print and Stitch, digital print, embroidery, design, and fundraising. Bell Print and Stitch in Bentleyville and on Facebook. By Visit Green. Greene County has something for everyone. Log on visitgreen.org. By Camera Bartolotta for Pennsylvania Senate. Find out more at cameraforsenate.com. By Imperial Land Corporation, supporting the Fort Cherry Rangers. And by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. WJPA's Stretch Drive coverage continues tomorrow night with a pair of important section games. Wash High and McGuffey meet in round 2 of their 3A section series. Meanwhile, Trinity travels to Joe Mays Field to take on Peters Township in a 5A battle for survival. Both broadcasts will be on the WJPA Sports Network, pregame at 6:45. Pirates baseball is coming up in just a bit here on WJPA AM tonight. Thanks to head coaches Jason Retchichar and Bob Sawhill and to their staffs, to athletic director Tom Scarpone here at Fort Cherry. For our floor director Eric Bennett,
Imperial
Grady
Land
Peterson
Corporation
on camera, and our studio producer Jacob Knisner, I'm Bob Gregg. Thanks so much for being with us here on Pennsylvania's radio sports leader for more than 80 years. From Jim Gary Field outside McDonald, your 2A baseball Section 1 final score, Fort Cherry 9, California nothing. This has been a presentation of the WJPA Sports Network.